Hello, it is World Wide Web, Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Steve Sipress here, and the global data science company dunnhumby just came out with their retail price index, I think they call it, retailer price index, their RPI special inflation edition. No surprise here to those who are sharp about pricing strategy, but lots of surprises for lots of people. So let me share with you some of the takeaways, the important takeaways from this dunnhumby RPI inflation edition report, specifically on grocery shopping. So they ranked dozens and dozens of grocery stores, including online, where Amazon.com generally and normally ranks way up near the top, and they fell all the way down to number 17. In fact, they're not even the number one online grocery. That distinction goes to San Antonio-based HEB. HEB.com, the online shopping for the HEB grocery store chain out of San Antonio, ranked number 12 overall of all grocers. Amazon number 17, neither one in the top 10 or the top 5 where Amazon usually is. Now, long term, they talk about in the study, Amazon still rates really high in the long term. But in the short term, in times of recession and out of control inflation, which has no end in sight because the current government is even denying that we're in recession or denying that inflation is bad. So they are of no mind and are taking no actions to fix it. In fact, just about everything they're doing continues to make it worse. So it's going to be here for a long time. And of course, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. So here's the thing. Ranking number 1 was a grocery store, I believe, out of Massachusetts, a chain called Market Basket. Aldi's number 2, and then they asked shoppers, grocery shoppers, what was most important to them. And by far, 5 times more important than anything else was low price. 5 times more important than selection, quality, anything at all, convenience. That's why Amazon dropped, because in inflationary, recessionary times, shoppers are looking to save money and they will trade convenience for it. So they have gone back to offline grocery shopping where they can find better prices. Apparently, Amazon's pricing not better than Aldi's, not better than Market Basket, not better than basically 16 other grocery stores. So people are willing to go in person and suffer the inconvenience because number 1 by far is saving money. So does this mean that you should start to compete on price, and you should lower all your prices, and you should be price sensitive now, and you should say, oh, people want to save price? Just a warning from the same study shows that all the biggest discount stores, the lowest price stores, the dollar stores, for instance, Family Dollar and all that kind of stuff, way down. 81% drop in the rankings for the lowest priced stores, the dollar stores, because during inflationary, if you ask me, during inflationary and recessionary times like we're in right now, all stores are reacting by lowering their prices, right? So now the difference between Aldi's or Market Basket and a dollar store, not as big as it was before recession and inflation caused Aldi's and Market Basket and the rest to be very price conscious and offer very low prices. So now, when you add the fact that Aldi's has just about as low a price as a dollar store, but of course much more quality and much more selection, people are going for Aldi's and for those kind of grocery stores that will give them decent quality at a fantastic price. That's what people are looking for. So, another suggestion. Should you start thinking and be very sensitive to price, as I asked earlier? And in my opinion, the answer is no. It is during these tough times where by far the majority of people, the lion's share, the middle income earners, the lower income earners, which here in the US makes up about 90% of the marketplace, and worldwide probably comparable numbers, if not more, leaves only about 10% of the US that's either mass affluent or affluent or actually wealthy. And that, of course, is my suggestion, of who you should target, who should be your who, the first letter of the WOW strategy, your ideal target who to go after during times with a tough economy when recession is hitting and inflation at the same time is the time to adjust all of your advertising, all of your marketing, all of your sales efforts. I suggest, not everyone can do this. Clearly, dollar store cannot. But you want to adjust for the affluent and the wealthy shopper because to them, they are, for the most part, practically price resistant. And the recession and inflation not having anywhere near effect on the affluent and the wealthy as it does on the average income earners and the poor. Makes sense because to the poor, almost their entire income right now, whether it comes from the government or from a job or wherever, is going to essentials. People that are making at least some kind of a decent amount of money, still a huge chunk, much bigger than before Obama came in for his third term a couple of years ago, were, still kind of, shopping for things for selection, for convenience, things like that, and much less chunk of their income was going to essentials. And for the affluent and for the wealthy, tiny percentage of their wealth and or their income. A lot of the wealthy don't have any income, right? They're just wealthy and they have their investments and such. But very tiny amount of their net worth or their income goes to essentials. Really doesn't matter at all. They don't care that gas prices have doubled. They don't care that heating their home is going to cost double this winter. They don't really care if their heating bill goes up from $800 a month to $1,600 a month. Don't be ridiculous. They're earning tens of thousands a month. They're still going to be buying boats, cars, vacations, taking private jets, taking lavish trips, jewelry, artwork, all kinds of things. So that's where you want to target and put your efforts towards is the people who are not as affected by the recession and by the inflation. That's my advice. And we have some help pointing us in the right direction from this latest RPI study, the Retail Preference Index, or whatever they call it, from Dunnhumby, the online and offline. So I know it's Worldwide Web Wednesday, and this is mostly concerning offline in-person shopping, but also you can see with Amazon crashing down to number 17. Shows you a lot about people shopping less online. We'll see what happens in the upcoming holiday season, the all-important, Black Friday, but then Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday may not be as tremendous as it's been in the recent past, because if you see from this study in grocery, if that carries over to Black Friday or in-person shopping around the holidays as opposed to Cyber Monday, you might see a lot of shoppers giving up convenience of the home delivery and not having to go out for the better pricing. Anyway, still not, if you ask me, I'm still not suggesting you compete on price. That's always a race to the bottom. You put your price down a little bit, your competitor goes down a little bit more, then you go a little bit more in response, they go a little bit more. It is a race to the bottom. Pretty soon, neither one of you can make any money. So in inflationary and recessionary times, like the times we are in and going to be for years to come, for the foreseeable future for sure, you want to step up and start marketing to people that have money and are less affected by the horrendous economy. That'll do it for World Wide Web Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Thanks for being here today, and I will catch you back here again tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. Over and out. Bye-bye.